fellow diamond painting addicts, and welcome back to Diamond Painting Anonymous. Today I have an unboxing for you from a couple of items that I bought from Amazon, and I will share with you why I got them after I get them unboxed. So the first one is a very small item. What I bought were these little quilting clips. And I purchased them so that I can clip things, clip canvases. These came recommended by another YouTuber, and the reason they were recommended is, if you can see, they are flat on the bottom, so they will sit flush against a flat surface, like my table or whatever I'm working on, and I need to clip a canvas to something to keep it from slipping. So these were $5.29, and I want to say there's like 30 of them or something. But yeah, so I got those. And the reason I got them, you will see, is right here. Yes, I joined the diamond painting bandwagon, and I went out and I purchased an A2 sized light pad. Now, I will say I have either, I think it's an A3. I can never remember the sizes because we don't use those sizes here in the US. But I have a smaller light pad, and I'll show that to you. This one I got because I have a drafting table, and if I can find a picture, I'll try to insert it so you can see what it looks like. The table was also purchased off of Amazon, so if I can find the link, I'll put it in the description below. Some of the stuff I'm going to show you, I will put links in the description below. Some of the stuff I'm going to show you, they were gifts, so I don't necessarily have links. And I'm not sure how much things cost, but you can always look up stuff yourself on Amazon. So I saw several YouTubers talking about this A2 light pad. I watched somebody actually unbox it, and I thought, okay, this might be kind of the solution I've been looking for. My issue is I don't like rolling up my canvases when I'm working on them. So when I have a really big project like my Diana, or even something that's just bigger than a 30 by 40, it tends to hang off even my drafting table. And I don't like that. It doesn't necessarily hurt anything. I just don't personally like it. So, plus it makes it hard when it's hanging over to keep everything in place so that you can have everything where you want it, or where I want it when I'm working. So, I thought, okay, when I saw this light pad, I thought this would be big enough that it's going to cover a good chunk of my drafting table. But when I put my drafting table up at an angle, I can put this on it, and even if I'm not using it as a light pad, because quite honestly, I don't use my light pads that much, I can clip my canvases to this, have the option of having the light pad there if I need it, but then also I've got this to use as something to clip my canvas to, using those quilt clips I just showed you. I could clip it directly to the table, but that gets to be a little more complicated and finagly, and it causes me to have to move a lot of stuff around, and so I thought this just seemed like a better option. So I bought this on Amazon, like I said. It's from Santa Direct, and it was $64.99, and it is an A2 size, but it comes with some cool things that hopefully I will be able to show you. So let me get it out of the bag here. These come, I will say, my other one did as well, packaged really nicely. Oops, I bumped the camera there. So you can see it comes in this nice air wrap packaging, so that it doesn't get damaged during shipping. So let me get this big box out of the way, if I can, without knocking anything over, because I've still got some pieces in there. I can hear them, because there's the instructions. Ow, that hit my toe. Okay, can I get this out of the box? It's not cooperating. Come on. will, just a second here, guys. Maybe it'll come out now. There we go. Okay. So I got everything out of the box. Let me pick everything up. Okay. So what it comes with is this lovely instruction manual. Check that you have everything. It should come with the light pad itself, 2 clips, 2 magnets, the power adapter, and the power supply cord. So here are the lovely little clips. These are like these big binder clips. I don't know if I necessarily will use them on the canvas. You can see they've got little teeth here. I don't like that to put on my canvases necessarily, because I feel like sometimes it punches holes, or if I accidentally yank on it or something, I might rip a hole in my canvas. So I don't know that I'll use those a lot, but they're always nice to have. And then here in this box is all the power cord stuff. So this one has a power control dimmer. So the control is not on the light pad itself, so you won't be constantly hitting it while you're working on things, which was one of the pluses for me. And also it has this little switch where you can literally, it's like a dimmer switch. So you can go all the way up, all the way down, set it where it's comfortable for you. Because I find even on my other light pad where I have 3 different settings that I can use, invariably somewhere in between is where I want it. One's too low, the other one's too bright, and I don't have a way to switch it in between. So you get that, and then you get these lovely little magnets. So, and a customer service card. Let's see. Just information. And then here are one of the reasons that many of the other diamond painters have purchased this is because this light board you can use magnets on. So they give you actually 4 super sticky magnets, and those are pretty hard to pull apart. Like I got to actually use some force to get them apart, so they're nice and sticky, which means they can hold your canvas. So even if I was doing a smaller canvas, rather than doing my old setup, which I will show you in a minute, I could use this one and just use the magnets to kind of hold it in place. So let me unwrap, if I can find the edges here. Oops, sorry if I bumped the camera. So just kind of need to pull this out of here. And let me set plastic aside. And here we go. So you can see, again, like I said, there's no switch on here. So you don't need to worry about that. It's just got this little dongle where you plug in the power adapter, which I will do in just a minute so we can see the brightness. But then you have your magnets, which you can put on here to help hold. Interesting. Are you supposed to put 2 on each side? Oh, the magnets are on the other side. Haha. So you put it on this side. Whoops. And your magnets will stick on this side. So you can flip it over if you need to work on a smaller canvas that might, ouch, I just pinched my finger between those 2 magnets. That's how strong they are. You can put the magnets on this side to hold a smaller canvas down. And then if you need the light pad, you can turn it over to this side. And in my case, I would use those quilt clips to clip it together and use it. So let me turn it this way. Let me plug it in and let's see what it looks like. So let me go find something to plug this into. Don't go anywhere. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. So we'll see. I'm going to leave the paper on this, but we'll see what happens when I turn this on, how bright this gets. So that is up all the way. That is about halfway, and that is the lowest setting. So you can see it gets pretty bright. You can see kind of the difference there as I turn it down. That's the lowest setting, and there's off. So it does have some nice brightness to it. And then again, you can flip it over and use the other side for magnets. I will be using those quilt clips like I showed you. I'm going to unplug this so I can move this around a little bit and move it out of the way, because what I want to show you is also my old setup. So what I used to have was, before I got my drafting table, I had a table easel. And this is, again, an Amazon purchase. So basically, it's just a little easel with a slider thing that you set up on your tabletop, and it has little feet on it so it doesn't damage my tabletop. And you put it where you want to go, and then you set it here so that you can work on it. Let me move it back a little bit. Okay. And so what I would do was take my old light pad, which is this one, and I would set it up on the easel like this so that I could work. Let me adjust this a little bit so you can see. So I would have it set up like this. However, if you can see, up here at the top is where the power button is. And so invariably, if I had the light pad turned a different direction because I was working a certain way, I would lay my arm, or the canvas would hit it or something, and it would turn itself off. So that got to be super annoying. And also, this doesn't run on a regular plug. This runs on a USB. And so what I ran into was I either had to be somewhere that I could then connect this, like via an Apple plug or something, you know, a USB plug where that could then be plugged into the wall. Or I would have, most of the time, a battery pack that I would plug this into, and I would use this and run off the battery until the battery died. So not all that convenient. Now, the big one, of course, is still going to require me to be somewhere close to an outlet because it does plug in. But again, the flip side of that is that it has the dimmable switch, so I have way more control over the amount of light. And also the switch is not on the light pad itself, so I am not in danger of shutting it off unintentionally every other time I accidentally bump it with my arm or something. So there was my old setup with the old table easel and the light pad, and I still use that occasionally for some smaller projects, especially if my table is taken up with something else that's bigger. But because like right now I'm about to have 3 or 4 possibly projects on the go, so and a couple of them are going to be smaller. So but even some of the larger ones, I will be able to use this and set up my drafting table the way that I want. Clip my canvas to this light pad. It even has measuring, a ruler, that's the word I'm looking for. I can English, I promise. Ruler markings on the top and the side if you need that for some reason, and then the magnetic pieces on the back. So yeah, I'm really happy with this. I can't wait to get everything set up so that I can try it out and see if it works the way that I hope it will. So there is my Standard Direct A2 light pad and the quilt clips that I am going to be using with it. So that's my latest purchase. Before you leave, guys, don't forget to do all the things. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. That helps me out a lot. And hit that bell notification icon so that you can be informed of future uploads like these. And as always, guys, thanks for watching.